Whoa, I almost said ho ho ho. Wrong holiday. This is Happy Thanksgiving. In fact, Thanksgiving is drawing to a close. This will be I feel like an annual Thanksgiving night video. Maybe not every year, but I know at least more than once I've done this type of video. I loved coming home on things, especially back when I lived in my apartment, and even better was the years, there were several years in a row around Thanksgiving where I would house sit for a friend. She had a couple of cats, so I got away from my apartment, got to go chill at her place for the week and weekend. Always some football on. Usually I'd watch a good movie. I mean, it's never the Browns on Thanksgiving Day, and I don't really, I'll watch some of the Lions or whatever and the Cowboys. I think the 49ers is a late game tonight, but really it kind of becomes a movie night. It was always signaled like the beginning of the holiday season. There's no work the next day. You were just off of work. Maybe some friends from out of town came into town. And then, there's the whole family thing. Some people you don't get to see your families often. Sometimes you see them too often. Now we got to double up right now, though. That's one difference now with it. Once you get married, have a serious relationship, things of this nature, and all of a sudden you're doing two Thanksgivings. But that's not too bad, actually. In fact, we get them day one today, one tomorrow. A lot of free meals in there, man. I'm into free meals these days. That's for sure. And then, and no dishes. I think the first year, 2020, I think Mary and I did a Thanksgiving together, just she and I here at the house. And then I turned that year's Thanksgiving video into a dishes video, I believe. It was like, Happy Thanksgiving. The dishes are done, man. So, yeah. That's about it. No, okay, we're only a minute and 45 in. Although one thing that was very disappointing yesterday, I guess although not surprising, I don't know. I don't know what to make of anything, but my Die Hard video, people were more interested in that on this channel than the Ohio State Michigan preview. I guess it's time to fold them on the Ohio State thing, man. But I'm Die Hard, man. I'm a Die Hard Buckeyes fan. Although, I thought Ryan Day had never beat them before. Well, I mean, that's the problem, though, when you lose 2 years in a row. No one remembers 2019, man. You better win now. All right, well, here I go, talking Buckeyes again. Well, they got a big game coming up, if you haven't heard. Ah, shit, there they went. Bye. All right, but I need to get serious, though, really, and pick a movie. I can't decide, should I watch a movie that I've seen multiple times? Maybe pick a movie that I've seen before, but not seen in a long time? You're really taking a chance by just picking a movie you've never seen before. Do I dip into the Planes, Trains, and Automobile? That's always a winner. Although I just recently watched that. I could possibly watch, Unbreakable. I watched a video today on Unbreakable. I loved that movie. I love that and The Sixth Sense, man. It's too bad that guy's movies kind of went in the crapper. Oh, M. Night. MKS. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could watch what do you guys? Well, I'm not live, man. I was about to ask you guys. We're not even live here. Man, this is going nowhere fast. What'd you guys eat today? You gotta eat some turkey, of course. Mashed potatoes and gravy, I'm sure. And did you get do any of that sweet potatoes with the marshmallows, that thing? Pumpkin pie, check. Some kind of like apple cake my mom makes. There's some cinnamon involved. It's excellent. Green beans. I passed on the green beans, man. Not a green bean guy. Don't like them. Don't like the texture. Don't like the taste. Don't like the smell. You can put bacon in them all you want. I'm not eating them. I'm not eating your green beans. I don't like green beans. My grandma made me eat green bean casserole one time. I was like 30 years old, too. She was like, nah, you're not eating the rest of it if you don't eat the green beans. She took my Pepsi away from me, too. And she was like, and while we're at it, you're not filling up on all that Pepsi. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm 30. What's going on here? So I took my Pepsi back. I agreed. All right, I'm going to need the Pepsi if you need me to eat the green bean casserole. So basically, I would just take a big spoonful, put it in my mouth, not breathe, chew it a little bit, and then guzzle it down with some Pepsi. It's the only way I could eat green beans. And that was the one thing, too. There's been many things I was wrong about. I'm like, oh, this is actually really good. I should have been listening to people. But green beans, I was right about. I knew I didn't like them. There was nothing about a green bean that was appealing. The smell was a dead giveaway. While I'd never bit one before, I knew I wasn't going to like the texture. And they try and spice them up with green beans. I didn't think I'd like collard greens. I ended up loving them if they're prepared correctly. Sweet potato, same way. I went a long time where I didn't eat a sweet potato. I was like, what color is that? There's no food that color. Carrots, all right, carrots. You got me there. I like carrots. And then, but you know what? I'll eat a sausage McMuffin too. Why not? Not for Thanksgiving, of course. What else? I think that was about all I had on my plate. Didn't even have a dinner roll. Despicable. Took some pictures, of course. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think that was it, man. Cat running around, not our cat, mom's cat. Cat that she also named Rose. I noticed she kind of calls her Mama, though. That's good. Our cat, while his official name I think is Miles, that's going to go on the official documents. I've kind of been calling him Floppy or Floppy Jalopy. One time I think I even called him. No, I take that back. I was going to say I called him Bob Dylan, but that's not true. I was doing Bob Dylan, like kind of scolding him, telling him to stay off my property. Can't do it right now. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to do my Bob Dylan publicly. But there was one really good line in there. It was like, "You tell that floppy jalopy to stay off my property." Then I started doing it in a Bob Dylan voice over and over again. Till finally Mary gave me a complimentary laugh. I was like, all right, I can stop doing it now. You finally laughed. All right, guys, boom, we're out of here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I don't know what your plans are for Black Friday, but man, I don't get into that mess. One time I went out in that mess. In fact, it was the year way back in the year 2003, right before I went to Philadelphia. I believe early that morning I went out to get an oil change, and it was Black Friday. And then I drove to Philadelphia. Possibly wrong. Maybe it was the next night. Was that Philadelphia Spectrum 03 holiday run show? Back when they celebrated their anniversary. Was that a Friday night? Where's Stavely when you need him? Boom. We're out of here. Die Hard 1. Better than all the others.